today on 15 on 15.
At ATIA's 2014 corporate event, Aruba's system flaws were discussed. Stakeholders say it makes it unattractive for foreign investors to do business here. Plus, check out GoKey. You can say goodbye to your phone running out of battery. And an honorary consul from India wants to strengthen the country's ties with Aruba. Thank you for joining us. I'm Yentl Lieuw. ATIA held their annual corporate event on Friday. Speakers brought forward details regarding Aruba's economy, but more importantly, global information regarding how international statistics impacts the island nation was also brought forward. Power players within the island's business sector attended ATIA's 2014 corporate event. New local as well as international updates and statistics were revealed, informing stakeholders on how Aruba's economy will be impacted.
The last CBA survey, dated September of this year, states that the consumer confidence is at a low level. This may have an effect on the business community for further investments. Next to other denominators, a stable financial environment is key to further grow the economy, especially in a small island economy of Aruba, as we depend so much from the outside world and faced with factors that we cannot influence.
Negative developments within the last few years has made it tough for Aruba to grow economically, but the island's ability to overcome circumstances has reinforced its resiliency.
Aruba has weathered two major economic setbacks in the recent years that resulted from the global financial crisis and the shutdown of the oil refining operations. These setbacks have substantially eroded the authorities' fiscal policy space, and public debt has increased significantly. Partly due to strong policy actions, tourism being the mainstay of Aruba's economy has rebounded quickly, while through responsible banking practice, the banking sector has withstood the recession well, and unemployment is decreasing, currently standing at 7.6% as per last CBA reports.
Aruba has flaws within its system that makes it unattractive for foreign investors to do business on the island.
As such, we tend to focus a lot on the negative, the challenges we face every day, the rising cost of doing business both locally and internationally, and the obstacles we encounter when trying to grow our businesses. The bureaucracy that slows down our growth, the seemingly unnecessary obstacles we face when trying to open a simple bank account sometimes. I'm sorry, Gina. From there to trying to open a new business and sometimes even register the name of your business can become a hurdle on Aruba. It could be simpler. It should be, and it can be. It just takes leadership for that to happen.
Speaking about the island's economy, the Main Street project that required a hefty investment has its critics. Prime Minister Ayman admitted in a recent store opening that he was concerned for a moment that the construction would not see a return in investment. But with the community's support, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. At a recent store opening in the heart of Main Street, the representative from the brand says merchants need to take the initiative and believe in Calle Grande, be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
Normally when we open up new stores, it's a low-key affair. But in this case, we want it to be loud and proud. Not because we wanted to celebrate our newest store, but because we wanted to celebrate our Main Street. You know, when I told people we're planning on opening up a store on Main Street, a lot of the comments I got was, nobody shops on Main Street anymore. You know, nobody goes there. Shouldn't you wait a year or two, see if it gets better before you open up a store there? And I always told them the same thing. It's our Main Street. We have a responsibility to help make our Main Street the best possible destination in the Caribbean.
It is worth the risk to invest in your own Main Street, he says. Prime Minister Ayman wants the community to take a chance and be on board. It is slowly coming together, which is a relief for the Prime Minister, who was a driving force behind revitalizing downtown Oranjestad.
It is also for us as government a very special moment because you can have a vision and you can work very hard at it, but at some point it will be standing there and it's almost out of your hands if people will capitalize on the framework and the opportunity you have created.
Prime Minister Ayman had his doubts once the project was finished, but those concerns have disappeared now as more and more investors seize the possibilities Main Street can offer.
So there was a moment of pause between what happened and the business capitalizing and reacting on the new framework. But today, there's no more any doubt. Every day there's a new store opening. Yesterday, again, we shared with other new businesses that are starting way at the end of the Main Street because they don't only have confidence that the Main Street is beautiful, but they also enjoy the fact that they have an infrastructure that will bring tourists all the way to the end of the Main Street with the tram.
On that note, we will be right back. Stay with us. After the break, pet owners can now interact and even build a better bond with their animal, even when you are out of the house. Welcome back to 15 on 15. It's safe to say we've all experienced our cell phones dying. So we know how frustrating that can be, especially when you're in the middle of a phone call or you're checking your emails or looking up for directions. Well, a new invention helps to prevent this from ever happening again. Take a look at GoKey. Don't you just hate it when your phone runs out of juice when you are on an important call or looking for directions? Introducing GoKey. Its battery is capable of charging your phone for up to 2 hours, one for iPhone 5 and one for Android phones. All you do is keep it on your keychain for easy access. To charge it, plug it into any USB port in your laptop or in your car or even on any outlet. To check the battery on the GoKey, you need to shake it. GoKey charges itself when your phone is charging also, and it syncs your data as well. You can choose from 8, 16 to 32 gigs to store videos, pics, music, and files. You can secure them with a password. On top of all of that, with GoKey, your keys are connected to your phone through Bluetooth. So if you ever lose your keys or phone, you can find it easily by either using your keys or your phone to track it. Moving forward, for those who work night shifts, there is a scientific reason as to why you may be overweight. Scientists believe they have discovered why people who work night shifts are more prone to weight gain as well as obesity. Rather than eating more, night workers burn off fewer calories. According to research, eating at night messes with our body's natural metabolism. In this particular study, volunteers ate identical amounts of food as they switched between working days and nights. The results showed shift work goes against our fundamental biology. Our internal body clock makes us better suited to eat during daylight hours. The study subject burned less energy and calories when they switched to the night shift pattern. The total energy expenditure, meaning how much energy the volunteers burned, showed a difference even when study subjects ate the exact food with the same amount of calories. And moving forward, pet owners can now be great, responsible caretakers even when they are out of the house. See how. How often do you wish you could have lunch with your pet? Or have you ever forgotten to feed your cat or dog when you rush out of the house in the morning? Also, what do you do when you leave for a few days? Say goodbye to those worries and hello to PetPal, a state-of-the-art automatic Wi-Fi pet feeder. This technologically enhanced device makes feeding time easier while strengthening the bond between owner and pet. You can now see and communicate with your family pet no matter where you are and feed them a varying amount of controlled food. PetPal is slightly over 2 feet tall. It is an easy-to-assemble 6-piece stainless steel. Creators say it is free from bugs and is designed in a way to ensure the feeder never jams. Happy eating. As a pet owner myself, I have to say that is one great invention. Let's take a break. This is what's coming up next. After the break, India has knowledge they want to share with Aruba. India is a country known for its knowledge in IT. An honorary consul from India was recently on the island. He sat down with Aruba's Prime Minister in hopes of exchanging knowledge in this area. Ramsey Bulchand is being discreet in regards to the details discussed with Prime Minister Mike Ayman during their meeting. However, he says the goal is to strengthen the relationship between India and Aruba.
But I can tell you there were very positive discussions, which I hope will be a great help to Aruba because, you know, I represent the country of India, and India is very big in IT and knowledge, and I hope that we can use this link to promote and bring into Aruba all these excellent IT people to develop more our knowledge base in this island of Aruba, you know.
Honorary Consul Bulchan says Aruba should take advantage of the knowledge the Indian people have when it comes to the digital era.
I mean, you know very well that in the Silicon Valley, all the big CEOs are from India. And we should not neglect that, you know. We should bring them here, you know.
Indian merchants account for a large part of the business owners in downtown Orangstad. Mr. Bolchan says he can only see this trend growing.
I think it's very nice, you know. You can see in downtown Aruba and different malls that the Indian community has opened beautiful stores and bringing products which the tourists like. And this can only happen when the Arubian government is open to invite them and sustain them and support them as entrepreneurs investing in Aruba. So basically, it's a very warm and good relationship, and it can only improve, you know. And as when Aruba keeps on growing, I'm sure the Indian community will keep on growing and investing further, you know. So it's a good relationship. You know.
And that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back here on Wednesday night starting at 7:15 p.m. right here on Channel 15 ATV with all the latest in lifestyle topics and with all the latest on the island. So we'll see you then.